Hey, it's Alex and it's Isaac. Alex is here this time.
No, I'm not.
No, yeah, you are. Isaac, this is your third time doing one of these with me.
Mhm.
The second time, I got it would not let me post it because of copyright. It was a waste, and then I had to throw my computer in a big old trash can. So now it is gone forever. So I'm sorry, but we're here. We're here.
Yo.
Why? What happened?
No, it was
No,
Isaac's
you're good.
reaction to that was hilarious.
It was great. There's a movie I saw and is really bad, so I'm heavily inebriated at this point, and I'm going to continue to drink throughout this video. And I'm gonna
Yay.
tell you what happened in this monstrology of a film. Um,
All right.
so it's called Run, right? It's called Run. It's an alien invasion movie. And it's really bad. You're not ready for this. So
I'm not.
neither of you are.
Nope.
Strap yourself in, kids. So the movie
Already
starts
am.
off and there's some fat redneck scratching his balls or some shit on his couch. And
As they do.
As they do. That's the national pastime, don't you know?
Mm.
And what happens is there's aliens outside or something. I don't know. It's the scene that fucking matters the least in the movies. He fucking dies immediately. So the aliens are already here. They're already killing people and whatnot. Except it doesn't matter for the next 24 hours apparently. So it is the next day, and this lady. By the way, I hope you liked that. The redneck guy who died immediately and doesn't matter. Because he's like the only white guy in the film. White people were not allowed in this movie. They were not allowed. You get them the fuck out of there. I
Only
don't
if
know
they're
what the
right
problem.
necks.
Only if they die. Apparently, that was two white guys.
White
That was the
people are the
one,
new
and then
red
there's
shirts.
another one later. Exactly. Yeah, they just die. I guess. So we cut to the next day. There's a wedding. There's a big wedding going on. Remember in Sonic 2 how everyone's favorite part is when Sonic's adopted father's wife's sister had a wedding for a full 25 minutes out of the movie's runtime. Remember how that was everyone's favorite? The Rachel wedding?
25 minutes?
It's a long part.
Yeah,
I'm not
it
gonna
was a
get started
huge
on
part of
it.
that,
It's
yeah.
a long part of the movie. Everyone hated it.
That's a lot of minutes.
So that's what our movie opens up on, is the Rachel wedding scene. And so they're just like they're going around. The wedding's happening at the house, okay? So it's not like at a place or anything. They're just at this like their house. And they're
It's
like
low-key.
they're going around. The bride's sister or whatever, or friend or whatever, is like checking in with the chefs and whatnot, and the cake looks bad. And
Hell yeah.
then it cut the groom is fucking at the altar waiting in the backyard, and then it cuts to the bride up in her bedroom, and she's like crying. She's like, "Ah, ah," and she's like freaking out. She's getting cold feet and whatnot. And then all of her fucking bridesmaids and her friends or whatnot. So this like cavalcade of black women just come into their room and start like rubbing her back and, girl, what's wrong, type of shit, right? And then she's just like, I can't do it. And then that's it. It just smash cut till later that night, and the wedding's over. It's gone.
What?
It didn't happen. Everyone was there. They were all waiting in the seats. It's not like, oh, she didn't show up at the church. It's like, no, like, you're in the other room. Everyone's here. What the fuck? Right?
So the wedding didn't happen.
No,
The wedding didn't happen. It just smash cuts to her eating like heavily melted ice cream on the couch and crying for some reason.
That's so cliche.
No, it's like, this was at the house though. You were there. I'm like, it's crazy.
It's her ice cream.
Merrick referred to it as she was eating a bucket of cum with a wooden spoon because they they took such a long time to shoot the scene, I guess, that the ice cream was like completely melted by the time they were shooting.
And they couldn't shell out $4 for another thing of ice cream?
No, they couldn't. So she had a wooden spoon just shoveling melted ice cream into her mouth while she was crying amongst all of her friends who look exactly like her. I have no idea. So, given the Rachel wedding accusation here, I'm just gonna refer to them as Rachel's 1 through 5. Rachel 1 is the actual bride. All the other ones don't matter. So
Really?
Rachel's 1 through 5 are all gabbing on the so they said, "Girl, don't worry. I got an idea. Girls trip, everyone's a girls trip. Alex
Girl,
and Isaac, aren't you excited for girls trip?
Not particularly.
well, the last girls' trip ended up being Babes, right?
Unfortunately, that movie sucked.
Last
Yeah,
one
it
for me
wasn't
was
good.
Y'all remember when I
Joyride.
told you about that?
Or it was Joyride, that's
Oh
what
my
it
god,
was.
Joyride is bad. I was not talking about that. Okay, so they pack up and they pack up all their shit. And one of the Rachels, I'll say Rachel 3, is the cousin of the groom who got stood up, and she's like
Okay.
calling him on the phone like, you gotta forgive her or something. I'm like, shut the fuck up, whatever. But that'll come back up later. So they all get into this car and they're just like, we're gonna go to this like nice boozy cabin in the woods, and it'll be nice and right. So they get out of the car and they're stuck on the road already, and they're just like, oh, it's fucking traffic. So they stop at a gas station, and this is like it was been fucking boring up until now. This is the first time it started to piss me off. So her maid of honor, her best friend, Rachel 2, we'll call her. She's the
I was gonna
second
say,
most important
how
Rachel.
far are we into the movie at this point?
This, like 20 minutes. It's 20
What?
minutes of fucking wedding drama, and God, I don't care. And the aliens don't show up yet. So they stop at a gas station,
Bro,
right,
I'd
you
be
guys?
mad.
They stop at a gas station and they're just like, we gotta get some drinks, right? So
Oh
they
my
go
god.
inside and they load up like a lot of alcohol. They got like 2 like full cases of like wines and whatever, and they're just loading it up and whatever. And I laughed the only time in the movie. I, I I've laughed a couple times, but not because they wanted it to be funny. They were just like, they were like, what are we doing in here? And the Rachel 2 at the counter is like, cause we gotta get drinks cause it's hot outside. And then she like looks like suggestively at the white guy at the counter. He's the second and only other white guy in the movie. And she goes, it's hot outside, like us. And he just like doesn't react at all. He just keeps scanning her shit, completely ignoring her.
Bro,
And I'm just like, I'm
me
just
at
like,
work, dude.
seriously, man, do that. Just do that, right? And then,
You're
and then
like, get
and
a
then a
load of
pile
these
of
guys.
but then she switches up so fast because the other girl brings up like more cases of wine and shit, and he just like look. He didn't even like make a noise, right? Like I don't think he even fucking looked at her weird. But she just all of a sudden snaps at him like, "We got a problem. What's the problem?" And he's just like, It's just a lot of wine, It's just a lot of alcohol." Like just making like a comment on that. And they're just like they like snap their fingers at me. She's like, "Excuse me, we're having a house party, so mind your business." I'm like, "Can you leave the guy alone? He's
Bro?
doing his job. Fuck off. What is wrong with you?" And, so they get back on the road, whatever, and they get to the mansion of a cabin in the woods, and it's fucking huge.
Yeah.
And they make a comment of like, "Oh, I have a gun, and I left it in the car." Which that's where you keep emergency weapons, right? You just keep it out in the car where you have no access to it whatsoever. and and they're like, "Oh my god, my phone's dead," says Rachel 4 of 5. And man, I'm already running into trouble here because I know for a fact, an absolute fact, there's 5 of them, but I only know what happens to 4 of them. I don't recall the 5th one actually properly existing. That's fine, we'll get to it. And so what happens is they're just like, it's fine, we don't need phones anyway. Who needs to call anybody in a future situation or whatnot? Am I right, boys? Um, so, so they're just like, we don't need phones anyway. And then they're just like, start drinking. And then they spend another, like, fucking 8 minutes out on the back porch drinking all the wine they bought, talking about, I don't need no man, but I do need some dick. And then they're all just like, yes, queen. And I'm like, can this movie start? Where the aliens
8 minutes?
at?
Can the
8
aliens
minutes of them
come and
just drinking out
kill
of the
these
porch
people,
talking.
please?
This is like half an hour into the movie already.
Right, like we're a third of the way into the movie at this point, right?
I know, it's a fucking hour and like 20-minute movie, dude. I'm
Right.
losing my shit at this point. I'm like, please, can the fucking aliens come? So they get bored of
I didn't
drinking
s-
and they go to
Right,
bed.
like I didn't sign up for a
Weird.
fucking chick flick, right?
I didn't. I signed up. You look at the fucking poster. It's just a close up of a fucking alien's face, and it says "run," and a third of the runtime is fucking black chicks hanging out on a porch drinking wine, talking about dick, and I'm like, this is not what I wanted. This is not the aliens. I would rather watch. I would rather watch Signs.
And there's a weird ass looking alien too.
You looked up the poster. It's a weird alien. I'll get to the aliens when they arrive.
Yeah, if they do.
What? Oh my god. Okay, so fucking they all go to bed except for one, except for Rachel 3, the cousin of the groom. And she calls him on the phone, and then she's like, "Oh, there's no reception." So she goes out wandering in the middle of the fucking woods like a moron. And she's like, "Oh, I finally got a bar." And she's like, "Hey, I have no, I don't, please don't fucking ask me why, but I remember the groom's name is Andre." So she's like, "Hey, Andre."
3,000?
Yeah, hey, Andre 3000. Can you gotta forgive her. You gotta, like, we're up at the cabin, just saying. And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking? He's like, "I'm on my way. Me and the boys, we coming." And I'm like, why? Why? Fucking why? Dude, this just happened. So
Where? Where are they coming?
they're coming up to the cabin. They're gonna meet up with all the girls. It's him, his friend, and some other guy.
Oh, they're coming with a U. I see.
No, they're coming with a, oh, you jackass. No, they're coming. They're gonna drive up to the cabin and meet him there for actually no good idea reason.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
So then you hear fucking, she hangs up, and then there's like rustling in the bushes and like a snap of a twig, and Rachel 3 looks around, and then you see like a fucking bad CGI dash across the screen, and then you hear her scream, and then smash cut, it's morning.
You hear a bad
Wow.
CGI dash across the screen.
You hear a bad CGI around the corner.
That's my
And then she
favorite
screams.
thing.
I know. And then they wake up and they're just like, "Guys, wake up! Turn on the news! You gotta see this!" And
You guys gotta see this cliche.
there's news broadcasts in like really bad CGI spaceships. There's flying saucers, right? I'll describe it to you. It's a flying saucer type thing. But then there's like 3 orbs underneath it, and they're like rotating around the perimeter of the bottom of the spaceship,
Yeah.
But I feel like that they like had the script and acted out the movie before they officially picked the stock asset that they would use for the film, because So all they just kept saying with that was that there's floating balls in the sky, like there's orbs,
Orbs.
like completely ignoring
You
the
don't want to. You
fucking
don't want to
flat
ponder them orbs.
flying saucer on top of that. It's just there's balls in the sky. There's balls everywhere, and I was like, can you not say it like that, please? And then there's
Yeah.
just
Where
like,
are the balls?
oh, it's whatever. Oh, it's crazy. It's crazy. And then all the aliens come out of the spaceships, and all they fucking do, man. Okay, first of all, these aliens, I don't know if you've seen it, but it's all over like the short like YouTube shorts, and it's probably on TikTok. I don't have TikTok. I don't want TikTok. But
Sure.
there's like these two guys and they're like dressed up in like alien costume, like blue alien masks, and they go around doing skits like, yes, this human grocery. I
Oh, you
would
mean
like
the thing that I just put in the general?
did you I had my eyes closed this entire time. Yes,
Fucking cousin
that
Oikos.
yes, that's exactly what I'm. How long is it? It's been in the chat for the past 3 minutes, and
Well, I saw the poster. I saw the poster, and I'm like, these guys look like the guys on TikTok that go around
that's
pretending to be aliens.
exactly
Yeah.
what they look like. The aliens come down and they look like fucking that. Okay, they look exactly like those guys. Like I made the immediate comparison. And all they do, you know how alien invasion movies, they come down to spaceships and they start like shooting lasers or whatever? No, these naked fucks, they just run around and they just like smack people like across like space and time and they die. Like they just do like a
What?
power. Well, that is, you know what I mean. They just like smack them like aggressively until they die of blunt force traumas. They're just going around punching people to death. And I'm like, what is the goal here? What are you doing? What the fuck is wrong with you? And then the fucking stock president comes on. And some obviously Obama comes on is some black guy. Well, he's got a little mustache, and he goes, "My fellow Americans." He says the fucking "my fellow Americans," and he goes, we are being invaded by the aliens," and he says that we've
The
discovered
aliens.
we've discovered a weakness. Don't worry, we've discovered a weakness to the aliens.
Which is?
Alex and Isaac, please take your best guess at what these aliens could possibly fathomably be weak to.
I can't answer because I remember what you told me, and it was fucking stupid.
So-
Alex, what do you think they're weak to?
All right. Well, let me. Am I allowed to ask a question?
Yeah.
You get 3.
Does it have to do with anything? Yeah. Does it have to do with anything that has been going on in the movie prior to that?
No.
Fuck no.
None
No?
whatsoever.
Okay, because I was going with like, oh, it's alcohol, right?
Oh,
Nope.
if they were weak to wine, this would be the best movie ever, but no.
No, we're better at writing than that, apparently.
No, they're not. They're not.
Alex, we could give
They're way worse at writing than that.
Alex, we could give you 10 more questions and you wouldn't zero in on it.
All right. Well, if that's the case, then what are they weak to?
The aliens are weak to the LED flashlight on your cell phone.
What?
Not sunlight. They are fine with sunlight. They're fine with regular handheld flashlights. They are fine with the natural screen light of the phone. They are weak specifically to the phone flashlight and no other light source.
Why?
That's a great question. Are you sure you want to know the answer?
No.
There isn't one. They don't tell you why.
Why?
I don't know why. I'm still asking this myself. Why? It doesn't make any sense. And then that's when they realize, guys, where's Rachel 3? So then they go gallivanting off into the woods to go find
No,
Rachel 3.
20 minutes of screen time, right?
They go running off into the woods to go find Rachel 3. And Rachel 2, the bridesmaid, she's yelling out like, there's balls in the sky. Come on. You know, you're like, balls. I'm like,
Oh my
this
god.
movie,
But where are
stop.
the floating
And they
balls?
come across her dead body covered in fucking red paint, and then they just like put some leaves over her. Man, there's nothing more we can do, or some shit. They leave her out there, and they run back into the house. I'm pretty sure that's what happened to Rachel 5, is that she just gets ganked by an alien. They run back into the house and try, wait, I got a gun in the car, and then one goes back to the, I don't know, whatever, and then the last one gets fucking killed by an alien and comes down, and now there's aliens outside, right? They all run inside the house and lock the door, and the alien's like pounding on the door like, boom, boom, oh god, let me in. Oh well. Well, that's all I got, said Patrick. The alien walks away after pounding on the door for a brief second. So they're safe in this.
They're aliens.
Well,
Why are they knocking?
they're like pounding on it, like kind of just like they lock the door. They won't let him in, you know. So he
Oh my
he
god.
snapped his fingers, kicked his foot, and said "golly gee," and then he walked away. And fucking, so there's clearly no way in. Also, this would be a good time to mention how this cabin has gigantic windows that take up the entire fucking wall, made of glass, and the humans inside do not think to board up the windows whatsoever. The aliens don't bother to break the windows whatsoever. And they're all just walking and traversing across. You'll see several like establishing shots of the cabin every once in a while, and you'll see just about like 5 aliens like crawling across the rooftop, like right next to the windows, and they don't fucking do anything. Whatever. And then so Rachel 1, Rachel 2, and Rachel 4 are all safely inside the cabin. And that's when we cut back to Andre and his homies, who are driving up, and the guy in the back seat says, "Yo, y'all see all this alien shit on fucking Twitter, on the social media?" And they're just like, "Oh, that's hokey." And old John Tron was better, they say from the front seat. And what happens?
I was there.
They completely just wafted away. Like, that's crazy. Your nonsense is aliens. This is weird. And they pull up to the cabin, and Andre and his friend in the back seat. We'll call him military guy. Well, I'll tell you in a minute, but he's the military guy. This pissed me off too. And then the driver says, "Hey, y'all go on inside. I'm gonna call my girl real quick." And they're like, "Okay, fine." So they like step out. And then the girls see that, oh, Andre's here, whatever, right? Oh, you know. And their brilliant idea, their mental giant thinking process is to step outside the door where they know there's aliens outside, and they go, and she like whispers at him, like, shh, get back in the car, like kind of like shooing them away, like quietly. And I'm like, would it not be better to just be like, get in the house right fucking now, there's aliens?
Yeah.
Like, is it not, you know, it's not safe in the fucking car? And they're just like, huh, what is she trying to say? An alien fucking drops down from out literally nowhere onto the roof of the car, and he just fucking falcon punches straight through the windshield, and then just kills the driver of that car. And then the other guys are like, "Oh shit!" and they run inside, and then they're all in there.
Oh shit! Is their reaction?
Yes, pretty much. So they're all just like, "What's going on?" And they watch another fucking news update about whatever. And then the fucking aliens. The first, you know, sapient thing that they do is they cut the power to the house later that night, right? So they're all in complete darkness.
Okay.
And so they're sitting around by candlelight, and they're like, "We gotta come up with a plan." And they hear on the they hear on the news earlier that the only way you can kill the aliens is you have to shoot them in the head. It's the aliens are on headshot only mode.
Got it.
So that's what you do. And then so they're trying to come up with a plan. And this plan is so bad. So there's there's a gun out in the car. I remember that.
Okay.
We can go out there and get it. Here's the problem. There's aliens outside. Oh well.
Oh well.
Oh well, they don't go for the gun. It's not like the fucking bootleg president of the United States did not just come on national TV and tell you exactly everything you need to know to ward off the aliens, exactly what they're weak to and what they don't like. It's not like you can use that to your advantage in any way, shape, or form. No, that's crazy. So they just stay in the house all night instead of doing anything. So then they come up with a plan, and they're just like someone. It's like, how do we? Even if we get the gun, like they only die from the headshot, so none of us can pull that off. And then Andre's buddy goes, "Oh, I can. I'm former Marine, you know." Which
Yeah.
I took personal, well, not personal, but I took a special issue with, because based off of like everything that I've seen and, you know, Marine culture, at least as far as I'm aware of, as far as they are concerned, there's no such thing as a former Marine. You don't, if you're a Marine, you don't, even if you're not in service, you don't call yourself a former Marine. So I don't quite buy what this guy is selling.
Yeah, once a Marine, always a Marine.
A Semper Fi, exactly.
Right.
That's the thing. This is the Punisher says that.
So John Stolen Valor says, "I'm gonna go and take on this alien," right?
John Stolen.
Now, why would he do that, Alex? What makes you think that he would do that?
Because
So he says,
because he's the typecast military man, right?
"Oh, that's crazy." Obviously, what they do is stay in the house still.
Okay.
So, well, they're formulating the plan. He says, I can do it. I can shoot the gun. I'm former Marine. I can get headshots. I can do this. I got this." And they're just like, "Oh," and they're talking about more of the plan later. And they're just like, "Well, we need someone to be the distraction. You know, someone's got to go out and make a lot of noise and draw the aliens' attention, so they can so they can run for the gun and get the gun, right?
Yeah.
From the car, you know, keep your attention away so you can keep getting the car."
As you do.
And Rachel Four, who's been completely worthless this entire time, she's in tears and she goes, "I'll do it. I'll be the distraction. I can do it. I gotta do something." You know, making the sacrifice, feeling how useful she is. Yeah, it's fine. Sure, Mr. Ex-Marine pipes up. "No, I'll do it. I'll be the distraction."
Please don't.
Alex, you're a smart cookie.
I don't know about that one, but
Do you see a flaw in his plan?
well,
You see a glaring problem.
he's ignoring the wishes of the person who wants to be sacrificed.
No, Alex.
No,
He's the military
Alex,
guy.
If he's the guy doing the distraction, going outside, causing a bunch of
Oh
ruckus,
yeah, how can he also be the gun guy?
How is he gonna be the gun guy to shoot them if he's the distraction that goes and gets himself killed and sacrifices himself? Who's gonna handle the gun then, you fucking moron? And what? You can't. Hey, Guy, you can't volunteer for everything.
This is true.
Oh my goodness. So they fucking So eventually the Rachel 2, the bride's best friend is like, "Nah, I'll do it. Rachel 4, you could go with gun guy to go get the gun." All right. Now we wait.
Now we wait.
Wait for what? I don't know. Nothing? Go get it! I would
True.
imagine that the flashlights would be more effective, at night where they have, we are able to, track their range, practically. I don't fucking know. So they wait till tomorrow to do more nothing. They still don't act on the plan.
Hour and 10 minutes into the movie, by the way.
I know. It's so much time into the movie is wasting, but just sitting around to just be talking "Hey, are you okay? Oh, not really. There's aliens outside and my friend is dead. That's crazy. There's aliens outside and my friend is dead too." And I'm like,
Are you saying that this
crazy."
movie is in 3D?
Yo,
I
when does Pluto
wish I
Nash
could
get
have
here?
enjoyed it something.
Yeah.
Never. I wish he did.
I wish we were watching that movie.
I wish I was watching Pluto Nash. The aliens were cooler. So finally, on the fucking third or fourth day, they decide to go enact their master plan, and they're just like, wait. What if, wait a minute. What if we booby trap the house? What if we set up bombs and lure all the aliens inside the house and blow them to smithereens? That's their plan.
Just smithereens, you said.
To smithereens, I say. And this is what they do. They make Molotov cocktails, which don't explode. That's not how Molotovs work. They don't blow up. They're not bombs. They're just fire. It's just fire. There's nothing to explode. What are you talking about?
It's just.
What are you doing? So they set up the fucking Molotov cocktails all over the house. It doesn't make any sense. And they're like, okay, plan in action. So they get the fucking. Rachel 2 goes out. She gets a spoon and a pan, and you know how distractions are. Lead them as far away from possible as to keep them away from where they don't want them to look. Right. That's how a distraction works. Is that you divert their attention. She stands on the back porch, which is about a 90-degree turn from where the car is. It's not the complete opposite side of the house, front and back. It's literally the front and the off to the left a little bit. So she's probably giving them about 30 feet of distraction range, which is phenomenal.
Yeah.
And she's standing out on the back porch, right by the door, and banging pots and pans and shit, which is fucking stupid. Go run out into the woods as far away from possible, you moron, and get yourself killed and sacrifice yourself like a normal human.
True.
And so the ex-Marine, as he calls himself, and Rachel 4, who's been entirely useless this entire time.
Yeah, Rachel 4 and John Stolen Valor, the greatest protagonists in movie history.
Rachel 4 and John Stolen Valor go out to the car, right?
Go to White Castle.
And Rachel 4 gets into the front seat, and she's looking for keys or some shit. I don't know what she's doing. John Stolen Valor grabs the gun from the car, the trunk or whatever the fuck it is, and he like turns around and he's like standing like on point, like watching her six as she fucks around in the front seat. And alien drops down right in front of John Stolen Valor. And it's like an 8-foot tall alien who looks like those guys from TikTok. And John Stolen Valor, he fucking kind of shoots in its general direction, but doesn't like do anything. And the alien just picks him up and just throws him into like a pillar, like a support beam for the cabin, and he fucking dies. So there goes John Stolen Valor, Mister. I play Call of Duty with headshots only on.
It's like, I got this.
Mister, I got this, and he dies. So there goes John Stolen Valor. And then while fucking Rachel 4 is pissing around in the front seat, Alex, I want you to fucking guess what happens next. You won't be right, but I want you to guess.
While they're in the front seat, you said?
While she's dicking around in the front seat looking for her phone or charging her phone or some shit. No, that was another thing. They're just like, we gotta get out to the car to charge the phone. It's like,
huh?
Why? You haven't fucking used it anyways. And earlier in the movie, when they just like when the guys first get into the house, they're just like, ugh. And they learn about like the flashlight battery thing. He's like, ugh. My phone's only at 75%. Won't last long with the flashlight on. I'm like, flashlight literally takes like the least amount of cell phone battery of anything on your phone. What the fuck? He's like, yeah, but I'm like, what are you still gotta clock into your Marvel Contest of Champions later that eats up too much battery? Shut the fuck up. He fucking 75 batteries, not too much left. I'm like, shut up, whatever. So, yeah, I want you to guess. When Rachel 4 is dicking around in the front seat, charging her phone, or, rubbing one out, or whatever the fuck she's doing out there, what do you think happens?
The police show up.
No, there's no police. The entire planet is taking care, fighting aliens. Aliens are fucking... Oh, yeah, I should have mentioned that. Aliens are, like, everywhere across the globe. They're taking over every major city. See, this is what happens when I get drunk. I completely do this. But it's fun. So, here's the ticking clock element that I glossed over. I should have mentioned this. We'll get back to the Rachel 4 thing. But the ticking clock element is that bootleg Obama comes on the TV before it goes off, or like after their power goes out, they watch it on their phone, and it goes, "My fellow Americans,
let me be clear.
We're going to nuke every city on the planet with drone strikes."
Oh, he's like actually Obama.
Okay, but like really, he says just like, we're gonna drone strike every major. I don't know if it's the planet. Their aliens are all over the planet, but I don't know if he's got the presidential reach to nuke the entire planet. So he says we're gonna drone strike every single city in the U.S. for sure. I forget, but for definite the U.S. They say we're gonna drone strike every city. And their immediate response to they're gonna drone strike the entire country. They're gonna control alt delete the entire continent. Their immediate response to this information. Oh, we gotta get out of here.
Yeah?
No!
And go where, dude? And go where? You're in the middle of buttfuck nowhere, off in a quote unquote cabin in the woods. You're 3 hours from the nearest city. You're probably the safest place you could possibly be, even if it is crawling with aliens. And your first thought is, we gotta get out of here. We gotta get to the car, and we gotta escape. Escape where? What the fuck are you talking about?
You're just gonna get drone striked.
I know. And so
They deserve it at
they
this point.
fucking...
Yeah.
So their plan is to fucking kill it, get the gun, shoot the aliens, distract them, shoot them, blow up the cabin, and then drive off to safety.
And get the crown, save the town of Mr. Krabs.
And Mr. Krabs is correct. So now that I've accurately filled you in on all the information, what do you think happens with Rachel 4 in the front seat, Alex? Isaac already knows. So, what do you think happens to Rachel 4 in the front seat?
I don't know.
Okay, here we go. Ray, you're ready? Okay. She's from the back seat. Back seat, right?
Right.
An alien slowly sits up. Like he was laying down in the back seat the entire time, taking a good old snooze in the car. The whole time, John Stolen Valor didn't see him back there before he got yeeted into a pipe. She didn't notice there was a 9-foot tall TikTok star taking a nooner in the back seat. Nobody noticed. He sits up and fucking grabs her neck from behind and fucking tears her head off and she dies.
Huh.
Girl had a good nap.
You know, honestly, understandable oversight.
How the fuck did you not notice the giant 9-foot tall alien having a snooze in the back seat?
Just rolled a 1 on that perception check, you know.
Must have, right?
Uh,
No, John Stolen, Rachel 4, no, and then fucking Rachel 2, banging pants together or whatever. She turns around and just looks at, because it's just Rachel 1 and Andre, you know, they were gonna get married, and
yeah, Andre 3000.
and Andre 3000, they're in the house while Rachel choose doing the distraction. She turns around and a big alien comes up and her like, and she's like, she doesn't see it right behind her. She like whips the pad back and like knocks him in the face with it. And he doesn't like that too much, so he just fucking tears her fucking spine apart or some shit and kills her. So
Rearranges her spine.
rearranges furniture and I let the bird out of the cage.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Anyways, so it's just the bride to not be and Andre 3000, the groom to never be.
Yeah, true.
And they're panicking about because the plan's falling apart. The aliens, they're coming into the house. We gotta blow the house. So they continue setting up the Molotov cocktails, right? And Rachel 1, she goes down into the basement for actually no reason. I think she fucking sets a Molotov cocktail down there. And then while she's down there fucking around in the dark, because remember, the power's out, a fucking alien, they all burst in through the windows, finally, now. I don't know what was stopping them before. No, I do know it was, actually nothing. The plot said it doesn't happen yet, is what was stopping them. And so one of them creeps down the stairs while she's down there. She watches it happen and then disappears into the dark. And then, 10 minutes before this movie ends, they finally use the flashlight on their phone, which we established earlier to be their only weakness, their debilitating weakness. It's like acid on their skin. She turns her phone flashlight on. She turns to her left. There's an alien right there. Jump scare. The alien freaks out, covers his eyes, cowers into a corner, and she runs upstairs. That is the first, only, and last instance of them using the phone flashlight, which they are specifically weak to.
What?
Who went clinically brain dead and wrote this movie? I can't. This was released in theaters. This had a theatrical run for about a week. I saw this in theaters. Unfortunately, there was some old man who was half asleep directly behind me and Merrick, so we couldn't like openly laugh and belittle this movie as it deserved live. And so fucking she runs upstairs after fucking with the alien's face or whatever. And she runs out the front door and she meets up with Andre 3000 outside and she's like, "Oh, we gotta go. We gotta get out of here." And Andre 3000, he does the thing. He goes, "No. I gotta make sure they're gone. I gotta blow the house. You gotta go on without me," kind of shit. And I'm just like, fucking, I don't care at this point. And she's like, "No, you can't." They do the whole thing like, "No, you can't go." He's like, "Oh, I have to." They do that thing. He runs inside the house with the Molotov cocktail. All the aliens are inside the house. He's gonna blow it to smithereens, I say. And
Way to
she,
get blown.
he gives her the gun because he pilfered it off of John Stolen Valor or some shit. He gives her a gun, and he's like, "You go, you live, you survive." I don't know how the fuck she's gonna survive. There's a fucking nationwide drone strike incoming any second now, and fucking. She's like, okay. She runs off with the gun. He runs to the side. House explodes. He's dead. Now it's just Rachel 1. She's all that's left. She's got a gun. She gets about to the fucking end of the driveway. And a big alien drops down right in front of her. He's just kind of playing around with her, not taking her seriously. She pops it in the brain and spills a bunch of green alien goo blood all over herself, and the thing collapses on top of her. She pushes it off and starts running down the street. She eventually makes it to civilization. Yeah, the ruins of it. There's VFX cars on fire, littering the street. You know, it's all dystopian, post-apocalyptic shit, whatever. She looks up into the sky, and there's the jets. The jets flying over, and they go whoosh right over her head, right?
Yeah.
Jets are fucking long gone, by the way, dude. They immediately fly overhead, traveling at jet speed, right? Something possesses her to start waving her arms around and say, "Over here, I'm still alive." I'm like, they're on a nuke the country mission, bitch. They're not coming to pick you up. You got no shot, right? Fucking, and here we go. All the planes fly over. They drop the bombs. Roll credits.
Roll credits?
Roll credits. But wait! Merrick and I get up to leave the theater, but then we hear the music change all of a sudden, so we had no idea. There was a end credit scene. We run back into the theater just in time to see an alien spaceship. The alien spaceship, the floating balls, and the, unmentioned flying saucer atop the floating balls. Ooh, a beam of light comes down and sucks Rachel 1 right up into the ship as it flies away right before the drone strikes. Dun, dun, dun. Credits continue.
Wow.
This was in theaters, this movie.
Can I regale you guys with some fun things that I found with this?
Is that why you were so quiet? Were you researching the movie behind the scenes?
A little bit. First off, this
dog,
movie has a 22% audience score on Rotten Tomatoes.
That's too damn high.
It doesn't have a critic score. Critics refuse to watch this.
What critic would watch this movie, though? What critic? Who? Tell me. Point to him.
Someone gave it 2.
Where?
Where'd it go? No. Oh, someone gave
What's his name?
2 stars. And
That's the highest rating.
And it said, where was it? Ah, here we go. It says, definitely a movie made by a bunch of friends. I wish the script was read and rewritten a few more times. If it can be cut down to a tight 80 to 85, we'd be in a B movie business. If you're watching it for the first time, watch the first 5 minutes, then jump 27 minutes in for a better watching experience.
Oh my god, yes! Because it fucks around with that. I was in agony watching this movie. We
movie's
were
on Tubi right
37
now.
minutes into the movie and the aliens. It's on Tubi! It's on Tubi!
That's what it
Guys,
said.
we have to. We're watch partying it. We have to. We have to. You guys have to see this shit.
I think that's what it said when I looked it up. Yeah,
You
Run
have to see this
2025 on
garbage.
Tubi.
I thought it feels like a Tubi original. Guys, we gotta like drink and not just me this time, but we gotta like drink together and watch this shit. It's so fucking laughably shit.
We all drink and we record the audio while we watch it.
Yes! Yes! Oh my god, yes, we got to! Yeah, we gotta do it.
Next watch along. Run 2025.
Watch along, run. We're gonna. Alex, you're in. You're roped in. You don't get a say.
Damn. All right.
That everybody look forward to that in the future. A Run 2025 watch along.
I'm being conscripted. Please help. This is a call for help.
No, it's not. He's fine.
He's
Oh my
this dude.